So here is now December 5th of 2023. I'm going to work on a little video here, people, that's probably going to end up being a BitChute exclusive. Seriously. Now, somebody asked me a question on BitChute. I went there and I answered it, and we'll touch base on that later. But this is just the introduction to my response to the question. But I'm trying to, well, I guess you can say spice it up a little bit because, I want to work on a documentary. So, to legitimize my opinions, show the people, the public, that I have history. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on to YouTube here, and I am going to see if I can download one of my own videos back in the day from the very beginning of YouTube in 2009. Because I don't have a copy of those because my son did that for me. But it's important that I do this. So in the meantime, I'm going to use this free so-called music as background noise, right? Because we're trying to spice it up here a little bit. Because as I go along this video, it may be 1 or 2 or 3 parts, 4 parts, who knows. But it's going to get gruesome. You see, that's the thing. And I don't want everything to be doom and gloom and gruesome. So in the meantime, this is how we're going to start it with a song called Science Montage by, and the artist is, I guess, who's the artist? Let me see. Jeremy who? Who is the artist? Jeremy Blake. Okay, so this is Jeremy Blake's song. Not that I have to document every artist for everything that I do here, but I'm going to do it in this case. So we're going to start this first. Let me just get it going. Okay? That's our little background song. Let's get it to a point where it's not like overtaking my voice, and we just got it in the background. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and see if we can download one of my videos, to which I have currently 2,539 videos uploaded onto YouTube. Okay? Because I've been a hardcore YouTuber for a long time. Okay? And I came out on the right foot. You see, that's the thing. But there's something wrong with society, and that's why I'm going to do this video. And I'm gonna get down and dirty with it. So what we want to do first, see, playground restoration at Gateway Place. All right, my son uploaded that for me on August 6th of 2009. Now YouTube has muted a couple of these videos, I'm pretty sure. They reinstated and then they kept muted, and I think they even deleted one as far as I know. But I don't have the hard copy for this because my son did this. So what we're going to do, I guess, I'm going to see if I can download this onto my computer, because I want to work on documentaries. So how does this work? How can I download this? Oh my lord. Oh, it doesn't even look like I can, people. Add to playlist, more actions. Download. Okay. This is how I struggle. Let's see if this will download onto my computer. Where is it? I don't see nothing. Oh wait, maybe it is. That would be great, because that's what I'm going to be doing for a while. So now we're going to see if I can find it. Okay, let's see if I can find it. Where is it? Where would it be? And you have to remember, I work on Windows 10, and I prefer a Windows 7. I don't even mind XPs. I have computers with XP. It's been so long since I got into the computer operating system, and but I haven't had a chance to do anything with them yet. But this is where this stuff is going to come in handy. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back in time. I know. Just get to the point. What is it with this girl? Always dragging everything out. So what we're going to do as an introduction to the legitimacy of why I say the things that I say when it regards to abnormally being abnormal in our society in terms of what we're facing in 2023. Because you have to remember, this was done in 2009. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if YouTube successfully put this onto my computer. And we're going to watch this one particular video as an introduction to what I'm going to work on over the next week or two. Let's see. First thing I'm noticing is, what am I noticing? It's distorted.
She painted a rock with these.
I know, I see.
Yeah.
Rock painting.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
If I go work,
This is my background.
doesn't it look wonderful? The kid
Okay.
was so excited. Oh, I was excited. I'm not even a kid. Yes, I am. I'm a kid. I'm old, but I'm a kid.
Just so upset.
Yeah, there is a little. But you know what? They really should get more involved with their kids.
Well, no kidding.
What do you do?
Okay, so what this is,
Oh, their dad was helping. Where did he go?
how do I
I
shut
said
this
you
off?
may get to work. You went to work.
Okay, so what this is,
Doesn't it look fabulous? The flowers and planted. I'm so excited.
always chasing the mouse.
Oh, yeah. I wish it-
Okay, so what this is, even though you can't see it, it looks pretty crappy to me if you ask me. I don't know. Now, mind you, my eyes don't work very well, so besides that point, I'll fake the funk. Okay, so what this is back in the day in 2009, I went back to Gateway Place, and I did a playground restoration. I don't think I was living there. I did live there for like 3 years. Did a lot of community activism in the courtyard with anywhere from 40 to 60 kids at one time, 3 times a week. Okay, people, I worked hard on the foundation, did what I needed to do to secure 2 federal trademarks, Canada and United States of America, to bring in a universal school meal program in Canada and school restoration in the United States of America, not to mention all an abundance of other community programs that would either help, youth or the elderly or families or just in general the community as a whole, from community to community, from country to country. Okay, that was the goal. It was a little bit too much to bite, but when you're young and dumb, you're not afraid to go off and do things, right? Well, I wasn't. So in this situation, I ended up partnering up. I went to Home Depot. I asked them to come and help me do some playground restoration with a courtyard that was in an apartment complex that was one of the poorest of the poor of all of Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, in terms of the refugees coming in from Darfur, Tanzania, Sudan, Lebanon, places like that, right? Not to mention the local impoverished people that had low income and were basically, confined to that manufactured poverty where their choices of residence is limited. All right. So they agreed. We went there. I set up the DJ equipment. I fed them. That was the deal. Well, if we come, you feed us. So I made sure they had lots of food. I set up canopies. I set up flags, United States, Canada, probably threw in a Bob Marley flag with Jamaica and had the UK flag in there. Had a few flags flying around. And we had the Malcolm X chocolate milk cake, the X cake, right, and DJ equipment. And I was DJing, okay, because I was, trying to promote community wellness. So that's my background, right, in terms of
sitting in their house looking. Like, get out here, you got
being
kids,
legitimate
get involved.
with a history
But I don't
in
know,
terms
you
of
said-
having
you
multiple experiences, right?
said, I'm going to go put my name in. I'm going to fit work into my schedule, too.
To be able to say the things that I say today.
If I'm going 57...
Because I just don't randomly come in and say things willy-nilly. Even though YouTube, when they delete my videos, seem to think so.
Nana's little girl.
And that's why I'm thinking this particular video that I'm going to be working on is going to be more than likely a BitChute exclusive. But it's going to take a little time to put together because there's other things I need to do, like download a whole bunch of videos. Because, you know, I'd like to maybe have them just for my records. Okay, so we know that downloaded. I'm just wondering if it downloaded... where am I? I'm just wondering if it downloaded... See, I don't see very good anymore, but I did notice that... okay, that's not it. I did notice... I'll put this on me for a second. I did notice that, you know, a lot of my videos, what happens is, when you upload a video onto YouTube, they have two different bandwidth codecs, right? For the YouTubers that YouTube staff like, they get the best of the best. So the speed comes in good, the resolution, the pixels, all of that comes in good under that codex. And then for the ones that they don't necessarily like, or they think that we're insignificant, they give us a lower bandwidth with a lower codex, with a lower resolution rate and all this other crap, which when you're converting your video, it looks good, but when you upload it onto a server, through that process of going through the upload and then being converted over on the other end through their codecs and blah, it comes out distorted. So a lot of my videos, especially back in the day, are fairly distorted compared to what they used to look like in the original state. But that's okay. So what I'm going to do, just for the sake of it, because from what I could tell, that looked like crap. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it again, because as it is, where am I? As it is, the thumbnail looks pretty good, right? But downloading it onto my computer, I don't know, I didn't really see anything. So let's just see what we get here, because that's another form of shadow banning. That's another form of shadow banning, right? If they want people to steer away from your channel because they're trying to promote somebody else with a different agenda, or they're trying to scandalize you, or they're trying to demoralize you, silence you, whatever, then yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to make your videos look like crap, so that when people come to see them, they're going to be impatient. They're going to leave, right? They're not going to stick around because their mind can't process what they're looking at with a sense of trying to get the larger message, I suppose, versus getting those dopamines, that dopamine fix. Right? Anyway, let's just give this a shot and see. Now, keep in mind, I don't see color very well anymore. Everything blurs together with the whites and the yellows and the pale colors, and you know. But just to give you an example, stat nerds. Okay, this is what I'm talking about here. Do you see this AVC1? Okay, this is a codec rate, connective speed. Okay, what this does is it changes the resolution on your video as it's being replayed when being watched, right? There's another one that's at a better speed, and resolution that clears up this bullshit that you see on these videos that have been distorted through the uploading process, and then through their server on that side where it went uploaded, it's how it converts over so that your video does not look the same. And they do that for various reasons. Okay. Right. I discovered that over the years.
Doesn't it look wonderful? The kids are going to be so excited. Oh, it's excited. I'm not even a kid.
To me, that looks very gray.
Oh, but I'm a kid.
Right.
Just so upset.
Okay. So anyway, we know that I can do that now, so I'm going to work on that when I have a little time here and a little time there. Obviously, once I get so many on this computer, I'm going to have to push them over onto an external hard drive, to which I'll probably just buy a new external hard drive, because there's quite a few park videos that I don't have in terms of on my external hard drive. And then because, you know, my son didn't think, and he had a flash drive, but he lost it. And in those days, you know, people didn't really know what they were doing, unless, of course, maybe they were like, you know, Prison Planet that was, you know, stockpiling on their videos, knowing that they were going to open, like, you know, but coming in just as a greenhorn, right? You know, a green, you know, you don't really know what you're doing. You're just doing, right? And in those days, I was so stressed out. As much as I am stressed out today, it was just enough to keep up with everything that I was doing when I was out in the courtyard with those kids and stuff. Okay, so we can see that I have history, first of all, on YouTube. That's the first thing. And I've been pretty beat up by YouTube staff, that is. And you can even say their employer, because obviously the employer encourages the behavior. I'm sure I've been connected to some psychological warfare study. Let's pick on this person and see how she reacts and what she does, and let's, you know, keep knocking her down at the knees, and just so that we can see how far we can get with it, and obviously take that information, sell it for third parties because it's a corporation looking to make money, and then you know, and then over a period of time my family became targeted because I never dropped the ball on the foundation. And with that, you know, I mean, my daughter Sierra was an addict at age 13, became an addict in this public school system, was targeted to become the addict, to fill that void so that money could be laundered through the, you know, the underground economy, and then funneled into the housing market to, you know, some will prosper and others will falter, and some will be the ones that are the predators, other ones will be the prey. Well, it just so happened my family ended up being the prey. And, you know, the harder I fought for the foundation, in my opinion, it was just a matter of time before my family really started to become targeted to shut me down and to scare away other people from helping, because there was a undertone agenda, a political agenda that is corralling society to be slaves, more so than what my family has had to face as a, I suppose, impoverished, you know, below a certain income, right, had to face, where now the government wants a larger circumference of that, but in terms of, like, they're trying to remove cash from society, bring in their you know, their credit scores, to control people's behavior, to control their speech, to control their movements, to control crime. But the only thing is the crime will still exist, because the people that are, in my opinion, bringing in these you know, services, they're the ones that commit the more heinous crimes. And that's been my experience, just with what's happened to my family, based on the good foot that I came out on, trying to do good for my community, with my government in mind, to be part of the solution versus part of the problem, right? But that's not what our governments want. They want a submissive, compliant, non-combative society, except for the ones that they prop up to commit heinous crimes to be able to control the others. Okay? And through that control, it's brought us to where we are today in regards to not everything meets the eye. And a lot of people are got their little feelies, their spider senses, they're feeling it, right? They know that something's wrong because it's not quote unquote normal anymore, right? So now I turned off this video here. I mean this computer. I have to go on to this computer, log in to BitChute in order to be able to. I answered the question, and that's how I'm going to end this little quote-unquote introduction to what I'm doing here. Clearly, you can see I'm busy, right? Still doing food prep, whatever. I am what I am. Because if I log on to this computer, they've got so much down in their little bar there. When it comes to the log out button, I can't get at it because the screen is like this, where this one's a little longer. So anyway, I'm just going to go on to BitChute here quickly, and I'm going to read the question. I'm going to read the question that was posed to me, which has sparked this video, which will more than likely at some point really veer off to the left, right, wherever, and it's going to make it where I'm not going to be able to put it up on YouTube. No, I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't waste my time. No. YouTube can't handle truth in any kind of capacity outside of I guess you can say a corporate dollar. Okay. Now, I am looking for, oh my God, I don't see it. It's not coming up. So what, did the person come in and delete the bloody thing?
I'm going to put this first, and then my little...
Oh, that's shady. That's real fucking shady. Oh my Lord. That is shady. This person came in, asked a question. I went in and answered it. Not even 45 minutes ago. And they deleted it. Who does that? Who does that? Okay, so maybe what I should do here... You want to fix them up?
What?
Fix them up. Okay, maybe what I should do here is... I have it here in my email. Okay, so it was deleted because people like to play games. So, just to show you, I ain't lying. Just hold on.
Kyrie.
Okay. So this person here, the cloaked descendants, made the following comment, only you're not going to see it all because they deleted that, right? Okay? And this came in at 5:31 a.m. this morning. All right? How is it that you know specifically about the homeless immigrant dynamic in relation to these robots? Because they're watching one of my videos, right? I know about the complexes and all that, but you're cramming into together in one video that most people have a hard time fathoming. And then they go on to talk about how they came across a video where there was a bunch of skins, people's human skins hanging on hooks, and they felt it was eerie. So I came in and I answered, okay, not even that long ago, really, just less than an hour. Okay, so this is the video in question. Okay. I mean, this is something YouTube would do. Interview with a true foot soldier, BC's China's empty buildings, March 10th of 2022. Okay? And then, but if you notice, they removed the video. This person removed the comment. Okay? Where am I? Here we go. They removed the comment. So why? Oh, wait. No, here it is. Okay. All right. Now it's showing. Now it's showing. Okay, so let's finish reading, because this is why I'm going to do this video. Okay? There must have been just a glitch. All right? And okay. So, let's see. Where were we? Okay. Complex. And okay, let's just start from the beginning. Okay? All right? Let's just start from the beginning. So this came in 7 hours ago. Now, I'm busy. I don't got time to be whatever, right? But this is a serious subject. Okay? Anyway, how is it that you know specifically about the homeless immigrant dynamics in relation to these robots? I must be talking about robots in the video. So what's going to end up happening is I am going to, as a matter of fact, maybe I'll put this up on YouTube as an introduction, and I'll put this up on BitChute, and then we'll start over again, because clearly it's going to be a long video, right? All right? So, because I got a lot to say about this stuff, people, and I got history, and that's why I showed you what I just showed you. So in the meantime, this person says, I know about the complexes, quiet, and all that, but you're cramming in one video that most people have a hard time fathoming how it all correlates. I ask because of this one eerie video I seen a while back of this huge room with a bunch of human skins on hooks. I seen a similar video as well. It was really strange, but lines up with what you speak of. All right. Reach one, teach one. Okay. Now, I came in an hour ago, like I said, and this is what I wrote in response, because anything I got to say is going to take a while to put it together. Because I'm not just going to come in and make a comment and move on, because this is like, you know, this is important to me as a mother, first of all, you know, and just in light of my history and what I've done in order to be able to, I guess you could say, protect my community. I'm busy. Just give me a few minutes. You're just whining. Okay, just hold on a minute. Okay, he's waiting for his mom. He's getting cranky. Been here since yesterday. Okay, so I already said an hour ago, right? So this is what I wrote. Andre, turn that down for a minute. I don't want to be competing with cartoon noise.
I I want to go use the bathroom.
Okay, just turn down the TV so I can finish this. I'm just going to upload this and, I don't know, try and start fresh. We'll see. All right, this is what I wrote. I logged in to address your request, even though it disappeared, and now it's back, so that you don't think I am ignoring you. First, I sorta remember what this video was about, but I am going to watch it when I have time and make comments on it in correlation with other videos I have done. It's a difficult subject for sure because it brings up the unknown to where many people would rather ignore than face the reality of pure deviancy. Hence, my response to your question just may end up being a BitChute exclusive in light of what governments are trying to do to the general population now. Okay? And then, an hour soon after, back to back, I followed up with, not to leave you hanging because it will probably take me some time to do this video follow-up, but when my daughter, Shimei, was murdered and her body was taken to the hospital and was played off as being alive, I, over time, managed to expose truths that document her body being embalmed on a hospital bed for 9 days. How did healthcare staff do that? They ran their embalming solution under her dead skin, which was being dispersed through pads placed under her skin after they pulled her face off her skull. No justice, no peace. All right? So I have no problem, people, answering this person's question. Because I am 100% of belief that my daughter, Shimei, was used as a, her body, right? Her life, people, as a commodity for entities that don't value life and only operate to harm others. And in light of where I come from, and that's why I took you to the very first video on YouTube, from where I come from and what my core belief is and what I've been fighting for all these years, do you honestly think I'd like to sit here and write the things that I write and say today, knowing what I know and have been through? No. So, when you get to that position, you have two choices. You can either put your tail between your legs, bury your head in the sand, ignore what's around you, and hope that they don't come for you. Right? Well, actually, you have three choices. Or you can join that side of the crowd and become deviant and putrid and evil and just everything that in that big pile of crap. Right? Or you can stand your ground with both feet planted, moving forward, fighting that good fight, so that at the end of the day, there might be some form of salvation that for the ones that you lost, Shimei, and there's others, Sierra, Uncle John, and whatever, right? It's not just about Shmei, people. Then they didn't die in vain. Because otherwise, if they died in vain, you will never be safe. And right now, none of us are safe for the ones that are being preyed upon for what we're talking about here in terms of that deviant entity that basically, you know, is like, you know, it hides in the dark, right? It can't do what it does because it hides itself. But if you expose it, you know, obviously this person knows something, is feeling something, is thinking something, right? We can't devalue their critical thinking skills, especially when you tend to agree that, yeah, we're dealing with something that's very dangerous here, and the more we can expose it, you know, the sooner we can deal with it. That's my opinion, right? The better chance my grandkids or my remaining living children will have a chance to survive what's stalking them. What's stalking them, people?
You want to get in trouble?
So,
You're the one that's going to get in trouble, little girl.
how long is this video? 45 minutes, going on to an hour. I'm not very good just getting to the gist of things, right? So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll put this as an introduction to my response to this question, because I do want to do a follow-up video. I just don't want to talk and just be words. I want to be able to provide the proof to my words in terms of what I've discovered, right? And
I'm taking that away.
We're not taking away my necklace.
through visualization, right? Through that visualization of uncovering the truth. Okay, you want to talk about body skin suits? I'll show you one, right? Because what they did to my daughter, Shemay, and her body was right in line of what this person suspects. Okay? I don't need to suspect it. I've already seen it. I've discovered the truth, and I've documented. And I think this person has a right to see it versus go digging around looking for it. Okay? So what? Takes me a week or two to try and put together a little documentary around this subject. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. It's just another chapter to that book, right? But if it saves lives, people, it helps people to get backbones to fight back and hold our governments to account, then isn't that the foot that I came out on in terms of standing up for the community? And right? Anything's possible. If we can send money to foreign countries to kill each other out there, we can take that money and invest it into our own communities and build beautiful, beautiful learning environments for our children where they're safe. But as it is right now, people, they're not safe. And the sooner we realize that as a collective, the better chance we have of surviving what we're up against as a collective. Okay? It's hard to get everything in line because you're dealing with that cloak, and there's more than one cloak that's walking among us. You have a crowd of people, and how do you pull off the cloak so that you can see exactly what's underneath it? Well, over the next video or two or three, under this little chapter of my so-called, I guess you could say, documentary, I'm going to show you how to do it, how I've done it. And there's people out there that got better skills than me that can do a freaking better job. Ba-boom! And if people would just get past the fear of doing it because, you know, you might sound a little loony, you know. You can't take the criticism. You're afraid you might be stalked, murdered, or one of your family members might be in jeopardy. Well, you know what? All that shit's already happening today from household to household to household, from person to person to person. So the sooner you stand up and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and fucking figure it out, the better off you'll be.